cancel culture in general is like a sensitive group of people that want to hear what they want to hear, but they don't want to hear what they don't want to hear every single time with anything with anything that's actually happening around them. Good morning, guys. Good day. Good week. Good everything, man. Hope you're well. And I hope you also enjoying the lasting months, days, or what am I even saying? But I hope you guys are enjoying the last month, last days of the year 2024. It's your boy Dominic, back with another one. So I saw the trailer of Unfollowed season 2, right? I mean, that show, basically for me, I watched season 1. It's like the perfect show for us as people who, quote unquote, in a South African way, we cancelled these celebrities. It's like a proper platform for them, or show for them to come on and speak their mind and say what's been guaning. Huruira halang. Because man, the Tallest Mo episode actually broke me because there's no clear evidence that whatever happened. You understand? There's no clear evidence. So now Tallest Mo had to move out of his estate. Mans had to live somewhere else. His kids couldn't be taken to school. The man basically, even the Fed Joe situation. Man, Twitter is gonna kill us, fam. Or more like my ex. Or no, it's actually X. So basically, I'm not on X. You understand? For now, and it's I don't know, man. It's kind of this is why I'm. That's what. Okay, Unfollowed in general, it's like a good show, but the things that happened to the guests were not good at all. I'm not saying that what they did to the victims was good, if those things happened. You understand? But they're not. So yeah, that's what inspired this episode. Cancel culture / call out culture. So what is cancel culture? It's a practice of publicly rejecting, boycotting, or ending support for particular people / groups because of their socially / morally unacceptable views or actions. To make it clear for you guys, it's like the mass withdrawal of support from public figures or celebrities who have done things that aren't socially accepted in today's time. Okay, see, me reading all of that, the words that kind of took my, grabbed my attention was socially accepted. So what is social acceptance? It is actions that are generally viewed as being appropriate to engage in when in the presence of other people. You understand? So, okay, fine. It's cool, right? So, cancel culture in general, it's a when I heard of it for the first time, I was like, even though I know cancel culture is getting cancelled in its own way, ironically, and it's dying, but what if it comes back? So future self me told me that man, it's coming back, and I feel it coming back. So that's why I'm that's another inspiration for this. I'm joking, but then yeah, maybe it might come back. Who knows? So as what was I even gonna say? Oh my gosh, bro! You see when you when you say a lot of things, Dominic, man, I'm just quite overwhelmed by this topic in general. So let me gather my thoughts up, right? Okay, guys. So it came back to me. I actually found my thoughts came back. I know what I wanted to say. So what if, okay, I'm an old soul. I was watching an old movie. I don't know. I forgot the name. So then they made a homophobic statement, right? And I laughed at it because it was so accurate and it made sense. So then I thought about it because I was still gathering evidence for this episode and, working on the production of this episode. And then I was like, damn, man, if I were to play this clip on the internet, and then how would people take this? I thought about X, all these social media platforms. Will the group of cancel culture come back and, come at me with not pitchforks, but yeah, I think it's pitchforks. No, with forks, the ones that they, dang, I forgot the name of that type of spades. Yes, spade, guys. So I thought about that. I'm like, Mara, why? why is it like the more we as humans evolve, the more we get to destroy. At the same time, we get to forget about what made us evolve. So where I'm going with this is that, I mean, okay, fine. We are at that stage whereby, well, we are not at this stage, but I think we are way past it, whereby homophobia is like no more. You can't be homophobic, you can't be transphobic, you can't be phobic in many things, but I'm ornithophobic, so that's not a crime. So the funny thing is, Echo, we get to the stage of, I might say something that is actually not blasphemous, but actually off script. But what if, like, somebody, like, personally does not that they don't like homosexuals or transsexuals, but they personally, like, they personally, they had a bad experience with homosexuals or trans people, and then now you got the same kind of person coming to you, but it's a different person, but the same kind of sexual orientation, and then the victim is trying to defend themselves against what the sexual is about to do. But the only way he can do it is by him being or not being phobic, but sounding phobic. And as much as it's so sensitive for the victim to defend themselves, like, as in, they don't want anything to do with those types of people, and then now they have to deal with it. And then now the hardest thing for me as a straight person is for me to, like, I can accommodate other sexual orientations and all that, but I'm scared to engage with them. And that is, like, literally a phobia. I'm scared to interact with them because I am scared of being, like, called out for saying something wrong, in which I was speaking for myself and how I really feel. I'm not saying that it's okay to go out and just tell the whole world that, like, man, screw people who are this and that because y'all don't do this. We were not created. Nah. But, like, as in, we as people communicate so much, and then people can be so open about certain things whereby, we're chilling, right? Everything is fine. We're just chilling. And then there's, like, maybe a homosexual between us, right? And then, okay, I'm straight, and then I say something like this, like maybe a bad thing, such as, at least I date women, that can come out, like, it can come out in multiple ways, but mostly the main focus is that it can come out in a bad way. You understand? So that's the type of scenario I'm trying to create, and I know it doesn't make sense. I feel like it doesn't, but it does at the same time. So hopping on to, because I feel like cancel culture does come from social media a lot, because many people now in today's time with cancel culture, okay, now it's dead, but if it comes back and bigger and better, people will be scared to even share their own opinions anymore. Actually, some people end up sharing their opinions only for their opinions to be shut down, or for them to be slandered and thrown off the platform and being banned. You understand? For saying something that you cannot say, but it's just my opinion. I commented this, and then this other person came and took my comment and filtered it and altered it into a disgusting comment, and now, boom, I'm getting banned. And celebrities, I'm not saying every single celebrity is a saint and for whatever they did, but sometimes, man, some things, people, we take things too far. Like with the Fat Joe situation. I'm referring to the show that I was watching that made a homosexual joke. If I were to post it today, I know for a fact that many people, like, they would dislike it, and if I keep on promoting it, they might dislike me as a person because of that clip. But they don't. You understand? I don't know if you guys hear what I'm saying, but yeah, it's just cancel culture in general is like a sensitive group of people that want to hear what they want to hear, but they don't want to hear what they don't want to hear every single time with anything with anything that's actually happening around them. You understand? And not everybody's gonna say what you like. Not everybody is gonna be what you like. You just gotta accept it. And the same saying that, like, if you have nothing nice to say, then don't say it. I think we as people should try to not live with it, but try to practice that. You understand? Because as straight as I am, I can't just pull up to the LGBTQ. There was a event that they were hosting and just get there and say and just start a fire or something because I dislike them. That is wrong, bro. Because now, you know, and I would like to make an episode on this. I kind of also dislike how a certain label based on your sexual orientation, based on who you are as a person, generally, I'm not talking about LGBTQ only, but I'm speaking from any label that you're given. Whatever label you get, it's the label that you will become, and this is the type of behavior you will get. It's like apartheid times, and I kind of dislike it because us as a community are actually going backwards, not forward. And we're back to the statement that I made earlier on, that the more we evolve, the more we destroy. Is that we have evolved from a certain situation, but we should also look at what we have destroyed. Like right now, okay, we are in the time whereby we have accepted certain sexualities and all that. Okay, fine, everything is good, right? We are accommodating people, but what have you destroyed? We have destroyed the fact. Okay, not the fact, but we have destroyed a part of people who don't know how to act around those people. You understand? Yeah, I believe that out there are people who don't agree with other sexual orientations and all that, but there's a specific group of people who can also start their own cancel culture of canceling LGBTQ, but they're still hiding because when you look at the vast amount of people who are joining that community, you can't fight it because what, they're more than you. You're gonna be ran down, boy. You understand? Okay, sorry for being so loud, but that's just the harsh truth. That's the truths, guys. And yeah, moving forward, I'm reading this from a blog. Cancel culture, born from a desire for justice, has become a tool of public shaming and swift condemnation in the digital age. As we grapple with its impact, the challenge is to transform this force from one of relentless judgment to one of empathy and constructive change. Cancel culture, I just feel like it's something that exists. It existed for a good cause, right? Yes, it did. And then it literally backfired, literally, because now it's like basically, it's a way of bullying people, Mara, while sugarcoating it. Because also Babies Wodumo, if you look at her scenario, she got cancelled. Okay, she got cyberbullied online / cancelled for forgiving her late husband for his assault towards her. She forgave him, and then the whole internet went like, we are shaming you now for doing something stupid. You understand? So I just feel like we as people, if you have nothing good to say to people, man, or nothing good without a reason, or nothing good without a good reason, yeah, that sounds right. Don't say anything. I'm not saying, I'm not dictating what people should do or something, but I think that's the right thing because, I mean, cancel culture as a whole, the way it backfired, there's the good and bad in it. The good thing about it is that it was trying to justify things and to bring justice to social media and for people to fit in and be accompanied. But it came with a whole lot of luggage full of bad clothes, bad luggage, boys. Whereby there's an issue with mental health issues, as well as cyberbullying becomes an issue. You understand? So yeah, I don't think it should be a thing anymore. Cancel culture should ironically be cancelled. Because it's like we are fighting over something that's actually useless or stupid. You understand? As people. And yeah. So questions to you guys as the listener. What is your understanding of cancel culture? What is your full opinion with cancel culture? Do you see the benefit? And if you do see it, what is the benefit of it? And how has it benefited people? I think that's the same question, but in a different direction. Rhyme right there. And then last question is it necessary to cancel someone to the point whereby a person's personal life is affected? You understand? So yeah, I know it's a short episode, guys, and say a whole lot of things, so I decided to keep things short. And because this topic for me is like it's like a disappointment for me, this topic. Cancel culture as a whole, get cancelled. We don't want you in here. hear from you guys in the next episode, and have a wonderful rest of the year 2024. See you guys on the year 2025, and hear from me guys in the next episode. Peace out.